Rise and shine, campers. It's Groundhog Day. Oh yeah, we did that one already, didn't we? Sort of the point, huh? Good morning, everybody. It is day 33. I looked it up before I looked at yesterday's. I looked at today's date, and I'm like, okay, it's 33. Today is 33. It's a cold morning. It's the coldest morning yet, actually. I think it's because of the rain. Everything's wet, of course. It's going to be a nice sloppy day today. Couple of observations. One, so I don't know if I told you about, I bought some new waterproof gloves in, I think it was Hanover or Norwich, one of those places, wherever there was a Walmart I went to. Or not Walmart, some outfitter. And so I used them, I don't know, last week sometime. And I used them sometime last week. They soaked through within the first 5 minutes. I was like, what the heck? There's nothing waterproof about these. So I remember putting them, I was like, well, they're not doing me any good. They're lead weights when they're wet. So I figured I'd put them, I wrung them out, dried them, put them in the hiker box for somebody else. And said I'll just get another pair when I hit REI or an outfitter or something. Well, lo and behold, I forgot to get new gloves. So my hands are cold this morning. Part of the deal, huh? What was my other? Oh, and so I have a Nemo Tensor sleeping pad. What have I used it now? 33 days. And it's got a hole in it already. These things are designed not to get holes in them and do these through hikes. It's one of those things. And I already got a hole in mine. It doesn't deflate all the way at night, but it comes pretty close. In fact, I woke up in the middle of the night last night and I'm like, man, this thing's a little flat. So I pumped it back up again. And it was almost flat again this morning. So it's got a slow leak, which that sort of sucks. This quick in the game. I know they have warranty. The issue is, what'll happen is if I call them, trying to bounce it to where I'm at is not the easiest thing in the world. But I think I have 3 boxes waiting for me in Monson up just before the 100-mile wilderness. I think next time I get into cell phone range, I will call them and see if they will send me another pad to Monson. So at least I'll have it when I go through the 100-mile wilderness, which I think I'll be there, let's see, 100 miles or so, just a little over 100 miles. So anywhere from about a week from now or so, week and a half from now. So I'll give that a shot. I'm going up this really big hill right now that's full of rocks. So I better stop, keep talking. So that was the other one. And then last night I woke up I fell asleep about 8 o'clock, 8:30. Woke up at 12:35 a.m. I'm thinking, oh, it's almost dawn. Woohoo, I can get up. It was 12:35 and I'm like, oh, I've only been asleep 4 hours and I felt like I slept all night. And then I lay there. I almost laid there till 2 o'clock before I fell back asleep. Maybe part of the pad issue, I don't know. I just can't get comfortable in my tent for some reason. I'm constantly, when I'm in a bed, I don't move. I stay on my side and I don't move all night. When I'm in my tent, I wake up at least 6 to 10 times every night and to roll over. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure. I just can't sleep through the night in my tent. I don't want to take any drugs. I tried melatonin the other night and I think it worked. It let me go back to sleep right after I would wake up to roll over. I would fall right back asleep. But I don't want to take any sleep aids because that'll make me drowsy in the morning. I know how that stuff works. I don't want anything to alter my energy level and all that. So I don't know what to do. Still figuring it out. I got a couple years of time to figure this all out, right? By the time I get done with all these hikes, I'll be a master at sleeping in a tent without getting wet. You notice I got my raincoat on this morning because it's cold. So we're gonna start trying to pop out some of these miles because I'm running out of time. I know, and I shouldn't be worried about what's happening later on down. But I do have some concerns with traveling. You know, here, probably third week of August, I gotta get back down to Dalton. And that comes with its own set of challenges. You know, once I get up in Monson, that would be the time to make my travel reservations. Problem is, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through the 100-mile wilderness, get up Katahdin, get down, get over to Millinocket, get a ride from Millinocket to Bangor, Maine, get a flight from Bangor to Albany. I mean, all of that logistically is going to be tough, and because it'll all be last minute, of course the flight will probably, well, flights are fairly cheap. So anyway, it's just logistics. That's why the biggest thing for me right now, once I get past this section, is getting back down to Massachusetts and just start trucking. So, because I was doing the numbers, I don't care how fast I am, I'm into November down south in Tennessee, which is gonna get cold. I mean, I gotta carry more gear, more cold weather gear, more layers. So anyway, I'm not gonna stress about that now. Stress is the wrong word. It's part of the deal. I'm just gonna do what I can and hope it doesn't rain. Anyway, that's my story. I'm ranting. What am I at? 8 minutes? Hope you guys are doing good. I don't know when you're gonna get these videos, so when you do see them, it's probably gonna be a while from now. These towns are getting scarce, and body's not breaking down. Everything's good. I don't need to take zeros. I do need to take Neros to get into town though. So if I time them right, get next to the towns in the morning or the night before, walk into town, or get a ride into town, wherever. Most of these towns are a long ways off trail. And then go shopping, get back out on the trail, and just stay, you know, leave most of my stuff set up at the campsite somewhere. My tent and all that. And then just leave everything in my tent and just go down with my pack to town, resupply, throw everything in my pack, and then walk out of town. So it acts like a 0 day. I don't, do less than 5 miles for that day. And I can keep going, because these towns are getting more and more remote, and the facilities are getting more and more scarce. And like I said, I'm running out of time. So I did 2 10 days here, less than 10 days the last 2 days besides yesterday. And then I only did 13 yesterday, which is par for the course. But it's hard to make good time in these mountains. So anyway, rambling. Did I go over 10 minutes? I did. Nice. All right, I will talk to you later today. Hope you guys are safe. Yeah, it's funny. Well, not funny. Sort of a dilemma. Not a dilemma yet. So while I was talking to you guys the last time, I walked right by my water source where I was going to fill up my bottles. So I got another 2 miles to go for my water. So that's what happens when you don't pay attention. And don't stress. I drank a liter of water just before I talked to you, so I got plenty in my gut. Trust me. Oh, look at this nice little climb. My other dilemma is what happened to me today. I always get it in my mind. Here I am. If I don't get out by 6 o'clock, I feel like I'm late. And the problem with that is, then I feel rushed all day. I feel like I need to make up miles. I feel like, I'm not gonna make very many miles. It's a totally asinine thought process. But that's just me. My dumb ass just gets caught up in the fact that I'm late. And there's no such thing as late. I could have left at 8 and still been fine, but no. I got out at 7. I'm an hour late. Oh my gosh. The world is coming to an end. The sky is falling. So that's something hopefully the trail will take away eventually, but it's still prevalent in my mind. I mean, getting out at 7 compared to most hikers is way early. So it's not a dilemma. It's just a mental block that I have that I got to work on, among other things. And I'm hoping that's one of those things that the trail enlightens me and teaches me how to handle more eloquently. Because like I said, I'm trying to rush up these steps right now and hear how out of breath I am. Well, that could have something to do with talking too. But it's just like I said, one of those things that the trail needs to slap the crap out of me and say, hey, think about it. Here's the other thing too, in regards to that, I have no deadline. I know I always talk about being through the Smokies by the snowfall. I have two options for that. One, I can just go through the snow, which by that time all the southbounders will have been through there too. There's not going to be much snow on the trail itself. And hiking in the snow, well, that's nothing. Did it in the high Sierras, there was snow everywhere. Did it in shorts and short sleeve shirt, was very comfortable. So it really isn't an issue. Unless a couple blizzards roll through, then it changes things. But anyway, I will be done with the Florida Trail. If I flop back down, I could go as early as Tennessee, flop down to Key West, and start earlier down there, and then just walk all the way up, back up the section I didn't do in March. It'll be cold, it'll be rainy, still probably snowy, but I mean, I have options. So I need to get, another thing the trail needs to get out of my head is stop worrying about what's going to happen later and worry about what's going to happen today. You know, I'm a big plan the dive, dive the plan. And you know what? I'm learning rather quickly. Even the most well-laid plans out here get nixed almost every day. So planning stuff out. Like I said, I didn't even look at where I'm going today. I'll go till this afternoon. I'll prep my dinner around 3 o'clock. Then I'll make a plan of where I'm gonna stay. If I'm within range of a shelter, I'll hit that shelter. If I'm not, I'll go till about 2 hours before dark. Then I'll start looking for the stealth spot. Find a stealth spot and be good. This way, I'll tell you, you get 15 miles in your head and you're close to that 15 miles. You're at 13 miles. Body starts shutting down. The mind starts shutting the body down. Because it's like, okay, we only got 2 miles to go. We're almost there. Relax, guys. We're getting there. We're almost there. You guys can start shutting down. So by the time you reach the 15, you are just, you have to stop. You don't have a choice of going on. So anyway, another thing that the trail is slapping me around on is the planning thing. I need to get that military, anal, retentive, oh, this is the way we're doing it, this is the plan, make it happen. That ain't happening out here. Okay, I gotta stop talking now. I'm ranting. I did another 6 minutes that could have been said in 2. And I'm walking up this hill and I'm going really slow and I can't breathe. So I'm out. This is the problem with leaving so early, especially the day after it rained. These are the views you get. So it's one of the downfalls of leaving early. I just found myself, I'm walking, the conditions sort of suck. You know, you're going up this mountain, it's foggy, it's cold, it's windy, it's all of those things that embracing the brutality of the trail comes with. But I'm walking smiling and I'm asking myself, is there any place else in this world you would rather be right now? And I can't honestly say that I want to be anywhere else. I'm actually abusing my body and loving every minute. It's a good place to be. I'm just I guess I'm just blessed. I don't know. At least I feel that way. You know, I think I said it before. I don't believe in the religion, spirituality. I'm not over the top with any of that. I don't know, I'm all over the place with that, but I don't really focus on it a lot. And I see the trail affecting me like it's not affecting other people, especially the younger kids. I think they're doing it just so they can say they did it, or they're just out here because they're in between high school and college, or it's hard to say what their motivation is. But a lot of them, they're just going through the motions, and maybe I will be later. I don't know. Maybe I'm too early in my hike to really know what the hell I'm doing out here. But I gotta say, I'm having the time of my life, and I'm, you know, and it's hard. It is hard. I keep saying that, and I shouldn't, because it's not that hard. Man, so many people are struggling right now, and I'm able to come out here and do this. I guess I'm the lucky one. I don't know. I have to look at it that way. I just have to think that I've just been lucky, I guess. So anyway, not sure where I'm going with all that. I just man, I'm excited. I'm still excited. This is, I mean, and I'm through the hard part too. That's the thing. It's amazing. I just know it's gonna get easier as I go. And God, if I'm this happy now, what's it gonna be like when I get down south? I'm just gonna want to keep going. I'm gonna want to walk around the world. So I'm really lucky. You know, I'm able to walk away from my life. That's my situation. I've got a really sweet young lady that has a newborn child, needed a place to stay. I needed someone in my house so it was secure. So, I mean, something brought us together to the point of, look, we both are in such a beneficial situation that she's available to do this, and I'm available to provide those means for her, and she's available to provide those means to me. So I really got lucky in that aspect, because I didn't know what I was going to do before I left about my house. I didn't want to sell my house. I might eventually, but I got someone taking care of my house, and that's a secure feeling. I have no worries, you know. And in that aspect about home and all that, and you know, I always said I'd end up back in Florida, but I don't know that I would be much happier in Florida. Deming had become so small for me, mainly because of my circumstances, I guess. But that was just a mental thing. It really is just a mental thing. I have good friends in Deming. I have good friends at the Post, the Legion, that I admire a lot. And I have a place, I have a Cheers. The American Legion is my Cheers. You know, a place where everyone knows your name. How cool is that? You know, one of these days I'm going to be done with all this. And I'm going to go back and sit on my porch, and then I'm going to go and hang out with the fellas, the veterans, and it's a good life. And then travel when I want. If I want to go to Florida, go to the Key West Songwriters Festival, just go to Key West, just pack up my stuff and go. So, you know, my complaints out here are so small compared to the problems everybody has in the world, and I have no right at all to complain about anything. So I'm still moving here, and I'm starting to get lost, but then I see that's what a rock cairn is. Tells you you're going the right direction. So anyway, I'm ranting again. I hope the things that I'm saying I can reflect on and just realize that this this is a cool thing here, and if I say anything negative, reach through the phone and slap me around a little bit, because there's nothing on this trail that should come across negative to me. Okay? I'm I'm done with my rant. I don't know. Sorry, just me talking. I feel like I'm on the moon. All granite going up to this peak. I wish you guys could see this through my eyes. Just the sheer rock. These videos probably don't do much justice. And you probably can't hear me because it's windy. The grand magnitude of the vastness of rocks. Of rock. It's just big, giant rock. It's pretty cool. Lovely. You can't see. Evening, everybody. End of day 33. 15 plus, almost 16 miles today. I'm running out of food though. I'm in Andover, basically outside of Andover. I got to go over one more ridge tomorrow, and there'll be a place that I can take a shuttle to go in and resupply. So I got 2 days of resupply left, or 2 days of food left. So 1 day for tomorrow and one for the next. So I need to get some more food before I take off. In fact, sorry, I'm all over the place. I got this in so I can talk lower so you guys can hear me, because there's a bunch of people around. So I got to go in Andover, resupply, and then come back out. So I'm going to try to get maybe a 10-day resupply. Although I don't need it, I could go to Stratton, Maine, which is I think 60 miles from here. So maybe I'll get 5 days of food. I got to look at it and check it out. But anyway, big mountains today. But I love Maine's. Maine has big mountains, and you walk straight up them, but big, nice, smooth trails. Really nice. And you can really pound some miles on these things. So if the trails stay close to what they are now, man, this should be easy going. So be done with this northern section here in a couple of weeks. Pretty excited. We'll see how it goes. Because I'm only, we're less than 240 from Katahdin, I think. No, I'm even less than that. I'm probably in the low two, like 220, something like that. So no matter what, less than 2 weeks, because should be able to do 15 a day. I've been talking to everybody, and what I've done in Maine so far, I can pretty much maintain this without even thinking about it. I could have went a lot farther today too, and I didn't. So I think we'll see. We'll see. I definitely need to get done before the end of August, though. That would be nice. So anyway, that's my story in today. Do I look tired? I look like I look tired. It's been every day, one of those days, Groundhog Day. Anyway, that's my story for day 33. I will see you guys in the morning.